All right, what up, YouTube? This is No Cap No Filter. I'm your host, Marley G. Back at y'all on an episode of Run It With You. And tonight we got to run it about this video I came across. I said I'm going to go ahead on and react to it. We're going to react to it together. And it's basically this woman breaking down the cost of dating a baddie. Like nowadays, what it costs to date a baddie in the year 2026. Without further ado, let's go ahead on and see what this lady say. I know she's going to say some outrageous shit. I could just tell by the way the video look, she gonna say some shit. But let's go ahead on and hear out.
How much does it cost a month to date a baddie?
So if we do a weekly blowout, 120. If she goes to like an event once a week and gets glam, that's like 150. So that's like 300.
Yep.
Nails, toes, that's another like say 350, $400.
Okay, so we're at 270 plus 300, so we're at like 570.
570, which like isn't crazy.
It's not bad. No, we're good right now.
Hot girls like do like peptides, like care about the health. So all of like the beauty outside comes within. Normally, like a lot of like baddies are holistic in some way. So like you have like the peptides, which is anywhere between like $180 to $900 a month.
The hell
A
is
lot
that?
of women are on birth control, so I don't know like whatever that cost is. Then you need like hormone regulation stuff. So whether it's like ashwagandha, melatonin, or whatever it is, like supplements. Fun fact, a lot of hot girls are on a semi-glutide. So I think that's like somewhere between like, again,
What's peptides and semi-glutides? Y'all put it down in the comment section below. I never heard of that.
and like $250 and like $1,000.
Okay.
$250 and $1,000.
Yep.
Okay, great. Oh, therapy. Depending where you go, it's like $300 to $500 a session.
I could be your therapist.
Yeah, a little like once a week.
Okay.
For the weeks that she skips, she probably has like an astrologist, which is like $350. So when we
I guarantee you, she gonna take that astrologist money and she gonna pocket it and get a bag with it. All this stuff is outrageous. You know, if a woman really like you, you ain't gonna be required to pay for all this. I do believe that she's talking about the social circle of girls that's in Hollywood, in penthouses, dating athletes, rappers, movie stars. I do think she's talking about that. And I always say, man, a person's perceptions is their reality. So she was talking about how all this is not even expensive and all this, but to the everyday common man, that is expensive. You know, all this stuff that she's naming, a man can't even afford to take their girl out on a trip for all this. And she just talking about this is just basic, you know, self-care requirements. So, hey man, in the year 2026, man, we got all these influencers on Instagram, these Snapchat girlies, we got these Twitch streamers, you know, these girls who are just doing a bunch of traveling, a bunch of life experiences, collabing with all these different men. And bro, I think all this is cook dating. Like right now, a lot of women look at these girls and they refer to them as mother. A lot of women do a lot of women do celebrity worship. And whatever goes on social media becomes a trend to apply to these women's life. Like right now, we got a lot of women calling themselves young hoes because it just became trendy. Young hoes cook the stove on high. Young hoes bring their iPad everywhere. Young hoes did, young ho that. And people really call themselves young hoes because of it. Like, we really lost sauce. We really lost. Like, a lot of people really need to touch grass and get out of the matrix, and all this stuff is just materialistic slop. Like, if you're talking about all this materialistic stuff that I gotta adhere to even talk to you, automatic red flag for me. Even if I was to have a lot of money, definitely not going to keep you around soon. Like, you gotta pay the cost to be the boss. I understand that. You know, it ain't tricking if you got it. I understand it. And a man will pay for what he wants if he can afford it. I understand that. But best believe, if I had that type of money, man, I'm not messing with no woman long term. You know, that's just me. If she like you, you ain't even got to do none of these requirements, because a lot of these women, believe it or not, they still talk to the average Joe, and the average Joe is not even doing half of this stuff.
We travel because obviously we're in heels. You can't really take the subway everywhere, and also it's like dangerous.
So Ubers.
So Ubers, the experience of an Uber
The experience.
or black.
Ooh. All right.
Quarterly is where it gets like you're like, oh wow, because you have like maintenance, like Botox, filler, injectables, hair. Every time you
Okay.
go to the hair salon, like $800 to $1,200 every quarter.
Okay.
Botox anywhere between 1,000 and 1,500. If she gets trap tox, that's another like 2,500. If she does full face, it's another 2,500 or 3,000.
So what? You're looking at 100 grand a year?
Yeah.
Right around there.
Yeah, definitely.
100 grand a year.
Yeah. You keeping track?
Yep.
I want to say a lot of these women, they know they don't really have no value outside of their beauty. So to upkeep that beauty, they have to get it maintenance. But at the same time, men, we do value beauty, but men also value peace. Like, don't be a headache to us and fill in our lives to make our lives easier. Like, just fill certain voids of our lives to make it easier. That's all we gonna really care about. Feed us, fuck us, bring us peace. That's mainly what we care about. You know, get on our program and then insert yourself and make things easier for us. But if you're a woman with a substance, you know, you don't really need to have all this stuff done to you, especially any type of Botox and surgery and all this stuff that she was talking about. They need to get met quarterly. You don't need all that stuff. All you got to do is just keep yourself up with your skin routine, have good hygiene, work out. That's it. That's it. That's literally it. You know? But at the end of the day, a man, their value is security, protection, provision. Women, a lot of women, they value is their beauty, because outside of their beauty, they can't bring much to the table, and they know that. But at the end of the day, if a man is taking care of all this stuff, is he getting any type of reciprocation? Now, if he getting reciprocation and your needs is met, his needs is met, both parties have a mutual agreement and both people are satisfied, by all means, cool. But men do not get taken advantage of, and even women don't get to take advantage of. If a man is only calling you through certain times out the day and he's only want to just see you for sex only, then if he putting it down very good, then by all means, y'all both getting what y'all need. But if you need a little bit more, whether it's finances or even if it's something in your house that he can fix or have the resources to fix, then go ahead on and, you know, get that. Just don't get abused. That's all I'm saying, people. That's all I'm saying. Because right now, the cost of dating is just crazy right now. You know, the cost of living is crazy. Being in this economy is crazy. You know, people rent is just funny right now. You know, so people having this entitlement to get taken care of, they better be putting out some type of reciprocation that's going to be damn near equivalent. That's all I'm saying. But I want to know what y'all think down in the comment section below. Man, if y'all had an experience dating a baddie, let me know if it was good. Let me know if it was bad. I do think that she's talking about baddies in the realm of dating these athletes, but to the normal average Joe, the baddie that's at your job, the baddie that's in your neighborhood, the baddie that's at your school, they're going to want these same type of things, just not on this type of grand scale. You know, they're going to want self-care. They're going to want, maintenance. They're going to want food. They're going to want luxury dating. They're going to want experiences. They're going to want to go to a good restaurant and then post it on their story for the ambiance, for the aesthetic, you know, just for content for their page. They're going to want all these things, you know. And like I say, man, if they're seeing their favorite Instagram influencer getting bags and trips and all this and that provided for them by a rapper, they're going to want that same lifestyle, and they're going to feel like they're entitled to that same lifestyle. And all these girls think they're in a Truman Show. All these girls think they're main character. All these girls think they're on some type of reality show. They really feel like that. Just like these shows where something funny happened and they just the character pan off to the camera and just look. A lot of girls really feel like that's going on in their everyday life. But I want to know, fellas, if y'all dated a baddie, whether it was good or bad, let me know how your experience was. And women, um, if you're gonna attest to what she was saying, if she's making sense with all these calls, all is just very much out the norm. Let me know in the comment section. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, what you're waiting on. If you'd like to see me react to more things like this, go ahead on and write it down in the comment section or hit up the email, nocapnofilter7@gmail.com. Until next time, I'm out.